Hello friends, I have another video for you here in my never-ending exploration of what might be happening during this activity that we love to call remote viewing. The area of the brain that I am really into, right here, the cerebellum. Because the cerebellum is the processing hub, really, of the experience that is termed proprioception. How we orientate ourselves in the dimensionality of space. Proprioception. In that areas where I look for the experience that I call dimensional sensations, or what is also termed haptic perception, stereognosis, the experience of dimensionality, the orientation of an individual in space, and how that might relate to what we love to call remote viewing. And in my exploration here, in the system that I'm developing for myself, that focuses on proprioception. Proprioception is page 1. That is the first thing that is required in a session, is to experience proprioception. How might that be happening? It has to do with this. The cerebellum's interaction with the dentate gyrus and the CA3 region of the brain, the midbrain, brain stem, those processes. But they, in my opinion, that information moves through here. I don't see it starting here. But I'm of the opinion it moves through here. And that proprioceptive signals, stimulus, input, that makes its way through the cerebropeduncle regions, through the somatosensory systems, and move through here to be processed. And I also theorize that remote viewing happens in reverse. There's a reverse experience taking place. Meaning that, as I theorize, the input, the range of time and space, in the state that it exists in, acquired by what I theorize as a selector mechanism, that could be in the medulla oblongata. That's my feeling about it. But once that is acquired, that proprioceptive stimulus that makes its way for processing here in the cerebellum, in my opinion, it goes this way and then back, as opposed to this way here. This way, touch, here. That it goes in reverse. From here, out to here, and back into here. And is processed here in the cerebellum, with information going to the dentate gyrus and the CA3 region. That's what I theorize. That's why this is so important. So the cerebral peduncle that run up to the sides of the brainstem, where proprioceptive information passes through, in my opinion, it's going to and then back, to and then back, and then somatosensory system brings it into here, where it begins to be processed. and then pulled into the attractor, what I term the attractor mechanisms, which, as I found, to be the dentate gyrus in the CA3 region, where pattern separation and pattern completion take place. Pattern separation is a great term for actual remote viewing. Pattern completion is when a little bit of information hits that region, there's pattern recognition in our memories, and it will complete that neural cycle. And the remote viewing, the remote viewing could potentially stop at that point. But if it continues on in the dentate gyrus, it is pattern separation. Remote viewing continues. That's my theory on that. But this was something great that I captured because this is the range of time and space here. It's a beach. Let's take a look and see what takes place here. Because I end this session, I don't... Let's see what happens here. That had dimensionally the solid, but the sensation is very weak. It's very weak at that moment. Let's try it again. We got here. Now I am looking for. That's it. Yeah, that was it. I didn't feel it. It was not. I didn't get any sense. Yeah, that was 50 seconds. I didn't get any sense that there was any actual remote viewing going on here. And so I aborted the session. I didn't get any sense there's no remote viewing taking place. And so I aborted. This is I made some videos a while back about the honesty factor, where the individual or the remote viewer has an opportunity for a very high level of honesty. And that honesty is kind of looks like this. I'm going to be honest. It's not happening. I don't feel there's no remote viewing taking place. I'm going to abort. I'm not going to try to fool myself or push it. It's just not happening. I'll take a break and come back, which is not a big deal. But that also brings up something very interesting that I'm a bit obsessed about too, which is the timing factor of actual remote viewing. Meaning, when this took place, whatever time of the day it was, and here's 50 seconds of an attempt. So at that specific range of time, that 50 seconds, that particular 50 seconds, nope, wasn't feeling it. So I have to wonder then, okay, at that particular 50 seconds, I didn't feel any remote viewing was taking place. When would I feel the remote viewing potential? A minute later? A minute later, we're in a completely different experience of time and space. 60 seconds later, or an hour later, or a day later, or a week later. Those specific moments that an individual chooses to attempt a remote viewing, it is unique, those moments, and can never be replaced again. And so this is like, here, I'm dipping my toe in. No, not right now. I'll come back. I'll come back maybe a minute later. Even this, there's no remote viewing taking place. Had I started this session 2 minutes earlier, this would have been a completely different experience. That's what I'm trying to convey. Or had I started this session 2 minutes after I initially started it, it would have been a completely different experience. Anyway, that's something completely different that I'm working at. Okay, so I took my break and I came back. Okay, this is the first attempt. I'm not going to waste this paper, so I'm going to just continue on. So I come back. I think the next day. I can't really remember. Might have been the next day. Might have been later in the day. Maybe the next day. I can't remember. But I'm going to go for it again and see what happens. If there's something here for me. Can I catch that? Okay. There's something moving here. So I'm having the ideograph is producing something for me. It's not just conceptual. Is it water? It is based on my experience of the ideograph. I'm getting a sensation now through my proprioceptors. Something moving. There's energetic. Is it water, I'm wondering? I'm curious now. Now I'm curious. I feel something different. Like an actual remote viewing may be starting now. At this different time frame. That's just another obsession that I have of, and it's not really in regards to like sidereal time, and that's kind of a topic amongst remote viewing that deals with sidereal time. I'm not really talking about sidereal time. It could be in the opposite spectrum of sidereal time that is considered the best time to remote view. It could be the exact opposite of that. It doesn't really matter. Sidereal time doesn't even factor in. It could be any given second, is what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going through here. Now I had good dimensionalities. My proprioceptors are rocking a little bit, but it's weaned off a little bit, and I'm attempting to see if it's coming in now. There it is. It's coming in now. There. Okay, I'm talking now and I'm not paying attention. So let me get back to this. So, okay, there's 1, 2, there's my third. I'm on the fourth ideograph attempt. And something is taking place now. What I'm doing right here is by touching it, I am stimulating my proprioceptors here, because I want them to work for me. I want to stimulate them. There it is. I'm getting a dimensional sensation now. It feels good. It feels really good to me. All right, there's something here. I don't know what this is, but dimensionally, it's moving. It's energetic. It might be water. I'm not sure at this point if I want to label it, but the dimensional sensation is what and that's coming from here. That's coming from here. I get back, I note it's moving. Even the ideas of jumping or hopping. There's movement. It's going like this. It's really cool. I mean, I'm really enjoying it at this point. Let's move along here. Like an animal would hop. Okay, that's kind of my pattern separation in that. Pattern separation here, meaning that under my PS or pattern separation column here, that's where I'm going to be able to jot down these notions. It's like an animal hopping around. I'm not saying it is an animal. It's like that. Because I don't want to complete a cycle and say, oh yeah, it's a rabbit. That would be a pattern complete. I want to keep it open. I want to keep exploring. I know there's movement. I know there's motion here, like these waves are coming in and they're folding over each other. I'm not sure what I'm dealing with at this point. All I know is that the dimensionality is going like that. And now I'm very confident that a remote viewing is actually taking place here. I know it's taking place. And it moves like that. Yeah. The quality of a dimensional sensation like this is something I've worked very hard to recognize. And so the qualities of it here are what I'm allowing of myself to experience. And I go with it. And I keep moving, allowing the motion, the dimensionality, the proprioception elements to continue exploring like that, because it keeps me there and it keeps it expanding into more neurons in my brain. I want that to expand more. And it's kind of going like that. It's kind of flowing over itself like that. I got a pattern complete of fish jumping. Good. It's a good pattern complete. But it's going like that. Here, like, the waves they're folding over themselves like that. And go into pattern separation, and there's water. There's water here. And it goes like that. It moves like this. And at this point, I'm very happy. Another pattern complete of a fountain. This water splashing over itself like that. And I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot here. There's splashing going on. I'm having a blast right here. Right here. And it's kind of like that. So I'm confident now. There is a splashing water. Yeah, everything's confirming it. I'm extremely confident at this point. I'm very confident at this point. Yeah, my confidence level is very high. That when I open this feedback, I'm going to see splashing water. That's where my confidence level is. But where and why and how? In my opinion, my theory, the proprioceptive information is going from the medulla oblongata, the selector mechanism that has selected this range of time and space. It's sending impulses to my proprioceptors through the somatosensory system, through the cerebral peduncle, through the spinal cord, nervous system, and then back. And then it comes here and begins to process that, and then sends that over into what I term the attractor mechanism realms, dentate gyro CA3 region. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. At where that is happening. Where that is happening. Right there. That's cool. I love that. This was a great session. Really enjoyed it. Because it captured several things. One, to be able to say, I'm not sensing a remote viewing is taking place. I'm just gonna. This is not the right moment. This is not the right moment. I will find the right moment. And I found the right moment. And came back and a remote viewing happened. That's very, very, very important. Very, very important. and how we interact with time and space, how we interact with ranges of time and space. These are the areas that I'm continually moving down into those directions on. So I hope you find this interesting, and many more to come.